Ezio Auditore. Buongiorno. It's me, Ezio Auditore.
I am a Templar. I did not open my beer either.
Perfect.
I can't see though, so I'm gonna take this.
Hey, you know they love the snaps on there. Hey guys, welcome to. We watched the Assassin's Creed movie.
Burn after watching.
We burned it.
The movie.
Let's talk about this beer real quick though. Jack's Abbey, Modern Pills. It sounds refreshing.
Gross.
Yeah, gross.
It's me, Callum. They call me Cal.
The Assassin's Creed games are wildly popular Ubisoft games.
I mean, they were. Sure.
They're still doing pretty good. They have a game franchise, but they in 2016 on the height really of the popularity, I'd say almost.
Oh, did you bring the chainmail you're supposed to bring me for so good?
No.
So good
You don't have chainmail already? I've never given you chainmail.
no chainmail
Or
shirt.
like shoulders or something. You just wear a
Never
shirt.
give me shoulders.
Wear a shirt. You can wear some when you come to the Ren Fair in a couple weeks. And so this was at the this was a height. This was probably right around when the Assassin's Creed Revelations came out. This movie comes out. Starring Michael Fassbender, a very popular actor in 2016.
Known for his roles as Magneto
Jeremy
and
Irons.
his sex addict.
Jeremy
and
Irons is
I
in
don't
it
know.
too.
Of
Known for
course
his
he
Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Guess what, guys? He's a bad guy.
I'm in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Do you remember? Not the new one, the older one.
But he's also Scar, of course.
And yeah, I guess. But Dungeons and
That's
Dragons.
what James like. Is that the guy that plays Scar? It's like, it is the Scar.
True. He can't unscar that voice. And Marion Coulthard.
It's just so hot right then.
That was like the time. I think Dark Knight
Like that
Rises.
Inception. I
Dark
think she was in
Knight
Inception.
Rises was the one she was in. The one with
Dark
Bane.
Knight Falls. Yeah.
What was the third one? I forgot.
Dark Knight again.
Returns. Dark Knight.
Dark Knight is
Also
back
Dark
again.
Knight.
Yeah.
Darkest Night. I don't know. She was in that one. But yeah. We watched this movie and it was.
Matt, you know it's gonna be a good movie when they started with a just big screen of words. Like, well, here we go.
It's like we have to explain some of this stuff, guys, because it's a little
Like
weird.
The apple of Eden, and if you get it, you will control free will, and you're like, okay.
And this is a theme in the game, so they're really going into that lore, which can be good. You know?
This movie feels like they made the movie like as someone who plays the game, and they were like, no one's gonna get this unless we like add some stuff in.
No, you're correct.
Jamie was just like, I have no clue what's going on for one half of the movie.
But at first we see Aguilar de Vera. Aguilar. He's a master assassin. He's actually getting inducted into the Assassin Society. They cut off your ring finger.
Chop off your pee-pee, yeah.
Because you can't get married.
Your finger.
You're married
yeah.
to the assassins now, basically.
So it's supposed to be so the blade can come through, but it's not really ever that.
You don't need that.
Yeah.
The blade, you just do this.
That's what they originally said, though. It's like, the blade comes
I
through,
never.
and you're like, and it goes through where your finger is.
It's like, then cut these two fingers off, because there's a big blade. You're going to cut
Or
your
just
other
chop
finger.
all the fingers off, and you just
What if you
blade
cut
it
your
in.
finger? What if you cut your fingies?
See, the one guy like.
I forgot. I was gonna bring my assassins.
Oh, how dare you!
I forgot though. I have one with like a little crossbow on it, and I put it on one of my bracers. I
have one that shoots snacks.
love it. If you want to wear it, let me know.
I have one if you press it, it shoots snacks.
Red Fair.
Little snacks.
You probably make shoot snacks.
Mm.
You can probably shoot some stuff. Like a little breadstick or something.
Yeah.
Like
coconut.
So we start, and it looks like this is cool. There's like a battle going on. Like shit, this is great. And then it's goes to the future, and you're like, oh, the guy with the same
1986.
face is getting executed. He's got the same exact face. Like
When I someone who's played the games, I was like, this must be Desmond Miles, and I was like, Cal. And I'm
You
like,
were incorrect.
Fuck. Well, fuck.
You were incorrect.
Fuck me.
But it's obviously it's his ancestors. He looks exactly the fuck like him. Like
DNA match.
Jamie's like, that's the same guy. I'm like, I think it's the same actor.
they also
Yes.
several times said DNA match. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's not really how
But
DNA works.
never DNA game or set.
Yeah, but also that's not how DNA works. Like it's not like he's like his clone or something
Yeah. That's not.
from 15 generations ago.
It's like the one little strand. The little strand.
I was like, I just did Ancestry.com and it goes back far. Yeah, I guess they.
Are you
do you
really
think?
Aguilar?
Do you think they're gonna put me in the Animus? I'm related to.
For the little.
No, first of all, we are related to them because we are brothers.
What?
There's definitely.
We're related?
There's definitely some, like. It goes back to, like, Germany and, like, Burgundy, like the French Burgundy area. That's how far it goes back. Like, 1600 bullshit.
Yeah,
No
I'm like
Genghis
watching
Khan.
him like it's still going.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
how can
still
we have
going.
another one? And
There's
there's
like
people that have like their
1400s.
graves on there, like this is where the person is and they died, and it's like, what the hell? It was crazy, guys. Ancestry.com, not 23andMe. It's a funk now anyway. You can't use it. Don't do it.
Isn't that where you got
They
your
will
son?
sell all your stuff. No, Ancestry.com.
Holy crap.
I think it's Ancestry.com colon.
Okay, so
you
back
dodged a
to the movie. This is gonna take long enough.
bullet. Is it?
So little homeboy is like doing some parkour. He's creeping into his own house.
No. Before this, this isn't the first scene. He's about to get executed. Yeah, he's about to get. He's like
Oh,
in the.
the.
He's like in the electric chair or the
No, that's the
lethal
second
injection.
Yeah,
What's the?
yeah.
Oh, when he was a kid, you mean
Yes.
Kid Callum? I'm sorry, I forgot about Kid Callum. Okay, so Kid Callum, Kid Cal, as we like to call him now.
What are the
Kid
kids
Cal.
doing parkour?
He's like.
He's like bike parkour.
Oh yeah,
He's bike flipping.
he eats it.
Yeah,
Luckily he's got
then
the match.
Gets back on his bike is fine. I'm like, have you ever like hit your
Oh,
bike and
he
hit
like
your
had like a
spots?
bad like scrape on his face and it was gone the next scene.
Yeah, they
Like,
did not have
immediately
it
after
around by
gone.
movie here.
He landed some mattresses though, so he was fine. Either they know how I'm not doing this.
So he goes he gets so we go this a little quicker. He gets into his house. His mom is dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
His dad just chilling in the corner. He's like, live in the shadows. I'm like, this is a 10-year-old. Live in the shadows. He's 10.
Also, then you
What?
see like a bunch of trucks pull up, and he goes, "Go!" I'm like, you're just making
Where?
a kid run. Like,
live
okay.
live in the
Wow,
shadows.
Wow.
Dad, it's
Guys,
you now. It's
I'm
you.
gonna show this to Connor tomorrow.
You're gonna kill Jamie and then.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
definitely. Have to, I think.
All right, so you guys aren't even gonna know, but you
Commit-
see it on the news.
Commit to the bit. Gotta
Yeah.
commit to the bit. But I'm just gonna be Connor, run, live in the shadows, and he's
Well,
gonna be
you'll
like,
find out later
he'll
that,
just die
that she
right
was
there.
like
He's
into
fully
it.
die.
You'll find out later she was into it, so she just has to be into it.
He'll just Connor just fully die right there. Where if you like tell Adam to live in the shadows, speak, I am the shadow, and you go out and just murder the guys out there with guns. And like, oh okay, oh fuck. This is a different place.
Well,
So then-
that's your good.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys like Range Rovers and guns come in, and you assume
They're
they're
the military or something.
And one of them is a young. I was like, oh, that's Jeremy Irons. I didn't even know that he was in it until I saw him in the truck in the beginning. I'm like, oh, it's young Jeremy Irons right there.
I didn't see that part. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, these are a bunch of guys in the military. Cool.
And then like he's sentenced to death. Next scene, like he's a
Yeah.
adult now.
And you're like, well, okay. Well, at least he got out of the shadows. Oh, he's in death
He's-
row.
and then they like pump the stuff into him, like, oh,
But Matt, why is he in death row?
He's gonna die. He killed someone.
He killed a pimp.
Oh, pimp. Yeah, that's right. A pimp. He's like he was a
What?
pimp. I'm like,
Was he like a well-connected pimp? Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, they don't kill you for.
Did he like
killing
slice
one
it? Did he like
person.
cut his eyeballs out or some shit? Like he must have done some insane shit to get the death
Also-
penalty for killing a pimp.
okay, is him killing the pimp a more interesting story than the rest of this movie?
Yeah, this
I want to know what happened.
this movie feels like
Why did he fall in love with the prostitute that the pimp was watching or something? Like what happened?
this movie feels
Why?
like it was adapted from a different movie and they took someone else's writing and like Assassin's Creed, just call it Assassin's Creed, you know? And you're like, oh, okay,
Put
you know,
Abstergo on it.
like, okay, cool, man.
But yeah, so then he's like, wakes up in this like facility after he died.
Yes, which also you see Marion Coulter, you're like, oh, he's the main character, they're not gonna kill him. Like, yeah, you're alive, and you're like, yeah, no, we got that.
Oh, it's I guess yeah.
I kept waiting for this to make sense. I'm like, okay.
Or to be fun, maybe.
Eventually.
I didn't know this, but the headquarters was in Madrid. Was in Spain.
Madrid.
Madrid. Madrid. That's how you say it. In Castilian accent. Madrid. And then you meet the CEO, Alan Rickman. Rickman.
Reichman. He was
Riken? No, just
Riken.
Riken.
I was like,
Riken.
what the fuck? Are you kidding me, man?
Spelled with two K's in the middle, which doesn't spell
Come on,
Riken.
like, are you kidding me? Riken? Come on, man.
That's like the name is Dumas.
Like, we want him to be as evil as possible. We'll call him Reichman. Like, okay. Yeah, sure, man.
Um,
Yes.
But then they're like
Call him Johnny Hitler.
Basically, they tell him that he is like this descendant of an assassin, and they're gonna they want to do some tests on him and see what happens. Basically, they don't really get into too much what he's doing at first, so he has no clue what he's doing when they plug in his.
I was so confused. I was like, is he in the Matrix? What is happening right now?
Well, I mean, they almost made it look like that.
So he wakes up from this thing and he immediately tries to bolt out of there, and his legs don't work, so just they're just making Michael Fassbender fucking eat shit.
Crawling.
Yeah, but he's also getting him fucking face slamming into the floor. I'm like, as an actor, I would not.
He's doing the bit.
Don't
he
give
knows
it to
what he's
that
doing.
part. Don't give
he
it to
knows
that.
what he's doing.
You gotta
Now in the games, the Animus is like a thing you kind of sit in, like the Matrix. You're jacked in, and you're not moving. Your brain's moving to
your
the
jack
past.
off, yeah.
And you're basically going to the past to play a scene out to find out information. And theoretically,
and jump off things that miss many times until you die, and this is unsynchronized.
But in the scene, you do the scene the right way because you live at the end. So when you die, that's when it desynchronizes you. You just go back and do it again. And so in the game, but you don't move. You're just in the thing.
No, I thought they put a big robotic car on you.
They do not just throw you around
like Pirates of Penzance ass.
Yeah, like they're doing Peter Pan, like Peter Pan in there.
Wendy, Michael, John, take a bell, come on.
Real.
I was like,
you don't need, I guess it looks cool, but you don't need to do
the
this.
worst part though is most of he's just climbing things, so just moving him and his hands
he's
are
pretending to climb.
There's
Yeah,
nothing to hold on to. So
it's just let him sit in the thing.
Yeah,
because you're having him do the action
how is this helpful?
as Aguilar. So just let him do that.
How is this helpful?
I didn't get it at all. I was like, you didn't have to do this. It didn't really look that
Well,
cool.
I was like, well, maybe it's so they can so they can see what he was doing. But
No,
there's a full
they did it to look
vision.
cool.
There's a full vision
Yeah.
of what's going on anyway.
That's
so,
what Abstergo.
if you can do
they
that,
show your brain.
just do that without the fucking robot.
That didn't make any sense. And it looks stupid because you're just flying through the air and you can see weird shadows of stuff that's happening sort of, and it's you didn't have to do this.
And what if they put him in a love scene or something?
Also, the first time they do this, they fully don't tell him what he's doing or how to do this. So he just eats shit at the end, and they're like, oh, he's
but he immediately knows what to do. It's not he's like, oh, I'm an assassin. What do I do? He's like, oh no, start killing people.
Well, because technically he's part of the scene. He's reliving a moment that already happened. So he technically knows what to do because of that.
He's just I don't know how to do this thing.
But then you should get what? Okay, he knew what he was doing though.
Yeah,
he was doing fine until then. I don't know why he didn't know what he was doing right there, but sure.
And they're like, well, if you do this too much, you see the ghosts in the machine.
And your brain dies or your blood pours out.
Crazy guys over here.
3.5 minutes, he was already seeing ghosts, but
And then so she's like,
yeah,
don't
it's
worry.
also it gets
But she's like, don't worry, we'll take it on your own time. We'll go nice and slow. And then Alan Rickman is
not Alan Rickman, guys. It's different. It's
Alan Rickman. He's like, we must put him in there at once, and that's because they're like, we're defunding you. He's like, you got doged.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh crap, we got to
take away the free will to
so
fund
close.
us.
Because this guy, they've had other guys help out, in Assassin's Creed where you do you play other players. This guy is the guy that hid the apple, so they know.
By the way, Matt, we didn't mention Umar's coming.
He's coming?
Fucking I can't remember the actor's name anymore. He passed away, but he's the guy that plays Omar in The Wire.
Well, he is there. He's there.
Yeah. And I literally just saw Omar's coming. Let's go.
All right.
I'm like, doesn't have a shotgun throughout the whole movie though, which is what are we doing here?
He does kick some ass though.
Yeah, which he should. The guy's asking.
It's how many people want to kick some ass? He's like, I do.
It made me want to go watch The Wire again.
I've never watched The Wire still, so.
Oh my god, what? This is what you guys want to go watch.
I guess it's
HBO. It's on HBO. I think.
So okay.
Oh, we'll get to that leap of faith, Matt. And they say the leap of faith.
They say it 3 or 4 times.
Leap of faith.
faith.
Leap of faith. Leap of faith. Only thing to do is jump over.
It's a leap of faith.
They also show that damn eagle 97 times.
They're way too much eagle.
Got it.
I think if anyone chews up a little too much scenery, it's the eagle.
Yeah, it wasn't eagle-y. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
It's not eagle-y.
But in the game, that's how you know where you can jump off of stuff. Is the eagle. At one point, they do knock some guy off of one of the fights into a hay thing.
I did clap a little for that.
I think he died though. I'm pretty sure that guy died.
Like, this is not how this works.
That's not how physics works. You just die, man.
You just are dead.
Unless you got like 800 feet of hay under you, you're screwed.
So Marion Cotillard's character, who I worked her name somewhere, but I don't know.
Her name is Lil Rickon. Lil Rickon.
Dr. Severe Rickon.
Severe?
For some reason I wrote Severe. I don't think it's that though. They're basically like, you gotta rush it, and she's like, I don't want to rush it because this guy has like a brain and a mind and stuff, and I don't want to like make him go crazy.
Like, you need to. It's me, Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy
You need to
Irons.
rush it. Okay?
That's right. I'm Scar.
Yeah, you need to make it happen. That's one for my Jeremy Irons. And
I
two
think
for
it
his
was
Jeremy
pretty
Irons.
good. Lolita.
Basically.
So in the Aguilar's world, he's trying to like rescue the Prince of Granada.
This little kid.
He's like a little boy, and they're using him to leverage him to get the apple.
They're using to leverage the King of Granada, which again, the thing that is good about Assassin's Creed World is they try to push it.
Good.
Even if sometimes it's a shoehorn, especially the last game. Sometimes it's a shoehorn, but they try to put in the real events that happened.
It's a really
during the
big
times.
shoehorn. Yeah.
Like when they go in 1492, I 100% knew that Christopher Columbus was in this fucking movie. Which,
He's a good guy. Spoilers.
what? That was medium for Christopher
No.
Columbus.
What? He was a slaver and a racist.
And he was terrible. He's a terrible person.
That's
I
actually
mean,
what I was like,
sorry, Italians of Syracuse. He was great. We should have a statue of him.
Yeah, maybe another statue. Like there's other great Italians, by the way, like Luciano Pavarotti.
So many better Italians.
Anyone, just name another Italian.
And name it-
Mussolini is about the same level.
You know, Mussolini though didn't give anyone smallpox.
It's about the same level. Yeah, he killed about as many people. Fucker, like what the fuck?
Jeez,
Jesus Christ, guys.
jeez.
Rocky, put a Rocky statue up, guys. He's great.
And so so now he is like living in this place. And he's finding there's other people in this Abstergo experiment, but he's kind of like the important one. So some people are kind of like trying to nudge him towards the truth, and other people are like, "Fuck you, man! You're gonna
And they also
ruin
they
it."
have like
for
no
us."
confidence in him because they think like he's an Abstergo puppet,
Yeah.
and they haven't given this guy a
And
chance. you know,
part
like-
of it is because he's like, I don't care about this.
yeah, he's
I
like,
just want
fuck
to
off, I just
leave.
want to get out of here. Yeah.
He's like, I'll do whatever you want because I just want to go. I don't care
Which
about
was a
being
cool
here.
character beat for him.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like,
Well, it made more
I
sense.
have to be the noble hero.
If he is kind of like a criminalish, at least if he's like a neutral, at least character, he might not. He just cares about living. He doesn't care about. I don't want to help
and
you
I
guys.
think he was like more
or not
amoral,
help.
where he was just
Yeah.
like, fuck
Yeah.
this. I don't want to fucking be here.
Yeah, he was a little crazy. They kind of like almost made it look like an insane asylum type deal before he got executed. Before that, so I was like, I don't know. I thought he was in an insane asylum at first, and then like, oh no, he's getting executed. I'm like, okay.
You're killing a pimp.
Sure.
Like I said, maybe he like stabbed him
I
to
don't.
his gushy.
I
or
don't know what
something.
this means. Like, it's like okay, sure,
I don't
man.
know.
I don't
Again,
think-
a better story.
I don't think you got this right. Again,
Guys, lots of horse stunts in this. Lots of fun fight stuff. That was cool. That's
yeah. There's like a bunch of chase stuff. There's this like big dude. Was the big dude that was in Aguilar's time the same as the guard? Was he the same guy? They looked almost the same to me. I was like,
No,
are
I
they the
bet
same
you though
fucking
that it was they
person?
were like trying to like mirror that like
He looked a
look,
lot like
maybe
him, I was
he's
like-
a descendant of him.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is he related to him or something? Like,
Yeah,
what
there
the
was the
fuck
same
is
guy,
going on here? And just like the girl that Callum liked looked like Marion Coulthard a little
Did
bit.
this look grainy as fuck? By the way, like it didn't look clear.
Did you have the bootleg version?
No, that's what I was just thinking. I had to
Maybe
think
it's
though.
open walks.
I had to think for a second. Like, did we? No, we watched this on HBO Max, but it looked really grainy for some reason.
I don't feel.
But
I
also,
feel like,
like,
it had a
the
film grain, but I don't think it was.
The psychic lady in Aguilar's time, she was hot.
She's cutie.
She's cute.
She's a baddie.
Yeah.
But
She's
also,
a real baddie, as the kids would say.
but also, she had like 4 lines. I was like, okay.
She was.
I have no investing into this.
Matt,
person.
she was
Like,
there to be
don't care.
fridged. She was there to be fridged.
Don't care.
And she was fridged.
Don't care. about
Oh,
it.
I will sacrifice myself for the
Like,
male.
oh no, I'm so
lead.
sad. I'm so
Like,
sad.
yeah.
No. I didn't get to know. I don't even remember your name. What was her name? I don't fucking know.
Johnny.
I was like, okay. Was her name Johnny?
Yes.
It'd be great. It was Johnny. I didn't care about. I wasn't invested at all, and I was like, okay, she's dead. That sucks. Too bad.
Oh no! You're like, oh no.
And so now he's kind of getting in, but as he goes, like, I don't care, it's like, fuck you, pay me type deal. They're like, but we got, hey, remember that guy you wanted to kill? Because you said you wanted to kill your dad? We got your dad.
Guys, we got
Who's his
a
dad?
real catch here with Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what a waste of an actor.
First of all,
Of a
didn't
story
look
actor.
nothing like the younger
The first
version
guy,
of
yeah.
that.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Absolutely 0% like
He's
him.
been in there.
I was like,
he's old.
okay.
Yeah. And he grew
It's like,
5 inches
sure.
or so, yeah.
Looked nothing like him. I was like, okay.
I
I thought it was like they could have just used the same guy. Like that would have made more sense to me. They use the same guy like in other places. I don't know.
Ricken. Why?
Yeah, it was
a dumb
Rikkin.
Moisa was Michael
Moisa,
Kenneth
yeah.
Williams' Omar.
And so
Maria was her name.
Maria,
This is
great. I'm glad I know it now.
French
Thank
lady,
you.
yeah. She's
I'm
gorgeous.
glad I know it now.
Ariane Labed. I've never heard of her.
She's been in stuff probably.
Probably things like Alps or The Brutalists. Oh god,
The Brutalists. That was a movie that people watched.
you've heard of that one, right? So this is a lot of foreign stuff. It looks like Ad Vitam, the TV
And
series.
it's definitely Assassin's Creed though.
She's Rachel and Mary Magdalene, huh? Rachel?
Remember Rachel?
You know Rachel and Mary Magdalene. Like I can't believe Mary.
Do you think she had the Rachel haircut?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, all right. That was it. Okay.
And she would have crushed it too.
So like now these guys are like, you got to shit or get off the
She's
pot.
a black
Basically,
dude.
they start like really kind of getting to that one dude who, like one white guy who looks like he's been in stuff.
The one white guy.
one white
who
guy
looks
that-
like he's
I don't know what his name is. He didn't.
No,
I think his name
Matt.
I think his name is John.
Was he English? I don't even know.
Johnny English, yeah, that's who it
He
was.
looked like
With the skinny boy?
yeah, the skinny.
That's
dude.
Callum Turner. That's literally
His name was Callum.
Yes.
But
Which
do you-
also like what a
do you
slap in
think-
the face.
Do you think he tried out for Callum?
100%.
Like it's my name.
But
so
also look at
it's
this guy.
like-
He's not a lead man. He's not a lead man there. Those ears. Woof.
He's got a chin though. I
Woof,
mean,
buddy.
Whatever. But you know, he is like, I'm gonna kill you. Basically.
So the guy that we said
Maybe-
doesn't look anything like Brendan Gleeson is Brendan Gleeson's son,
Oh my
Brian
God.
Gleeson. Oh my fucking god.
What?
Wow.
I would if you
I'm
would have
taking
taken
it all back.
100
This movie's great.
guesses.
This movie's great.
What? He doesn't look anything like him still though. I'm not gonna switch over. Okay. Did a young
What the
Brendan
fuck?
Gleeson look? Can you look up young Brendan Gleeson? I want to
I
see what
don't
it looks
wanna
like
do it
that.
now. I
You
don't
look like that guy?
Safe search us off. Oh no.
Go figure, man.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, so yeah, now he's like really kind of getting towards like, hey, he might be finding the apple. So they're like, you got to shit or get off the pot. Basically, you got to help us.
And they
or
put him in like
you're
the
against
weirdest fucking situations too, where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're like like there's a horse and carriage, and there's like you have to like save the prince.
Yeah, it's not like a continuous thing.
and like,
It's
doesn't help. That doesn't help the plot in any way.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you put him there in that scene?
well, I think maybe they're trying to in the Animus. Sometimes they try to narrow down in like the video game. They try to narrow down like where the last place he could have had it was, and so they'll throw you in a scene where like maybe he heard about it here. I don't know how to.
I only played Unity though, whereas the French aristocrat.
You only played Black Flag, but you just sailed around the boat.
yeah,
and did
actually,
sushi
that's
the whole time.
that's honestly
So
what I did.
good. Oh, I do that right now. If I go
say
home, I might put Black Flag on there. Hey, come on, we're almost done.
Can we get an Assassin's Creed Black Flag movie? I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yes.
Like a
We're
I'm
not
not
gonna get
Caribbean
You're not
mix
gonna
of
get
Assassin's
You're not
Creed.
gonna get Assassin's Creed 2 either because it's not happening.
Like what the fuck, guys? You picked the wrong property here.
It's only been 9 years.
Well, and in the game too, Desmond was part of several storylines. Like he was part of
Not all of them though.
Altair, and
Spoiler:
then
he gets murdered.
he was part of Altair and Ezio Auditore were both his bloodline.
That's right.
Whereas this
but
guy,
not the Unity guy.
all these guys
he's a
just have
French
like one
aristocrat.
dude. Like Moisa was one dude. I think he said the dude's name too. He's like, oh, it was also known
Well,
as this guy.
because he's been doing it so long too. He had said he's been doing it so long that like he's we now. He's like going by we because his two personalities.
A lot of them have been almost screwed up or disassociated from their own personality. That's where his dad was in the room where people were like nuts, basically. But his dad was like fine. He just seemed
well. They
fine.
just like put him in there to like give him a knife later, and then have.
And then like so, everyone, all the weirdos could like get out while they talked. Like they all just kind of walked out on their own volition. Like we're gonna leave now.
Like, okay, cool. I guess.
Okay, so now they're like shitting her off the pot, basically, and he's like, I'm gonna shit. He just goes in and like basically finds the apple, but then a revolution starts anyway. Like he's not really a part of it until after.
Well, because there's also like 50 dudes trying to fuck
until he
him
finds the
up.
apple. Basically, he's not a part of it. Which is weird. Like, I'm like.
Well, because then he believes, man. He's beginning to believe.
But who did he give the apple to? He gave it to a sailor that was going somewhere, and he said that he would take it to his grave.
And you're like, oh, that's Christopher Columbus. Like, and his name is Christopher Columbus.
And he went like this.
Like, fuck off.
Fuck you.
But then like they're like, oh, it's just in his grave at like this Catholic cathedral site. Like, then how did they not find it?
They also brought him back to Spain
Was it
from the
his
New
ass or
World because he
something?
died. Christopher Columbus died in the New World.
Yeah.
He died in
Of
South
syphilis
America,
or
I
something.
believe.
Yeah.
Probably of a disease. He's like fucking all the people.
Raping old people.
Non-consensual.
Yeah.
But they bring his body back, I guess, with all his effects.
Again, it must have been his
Like,
ass.
oh, this ball is here. We'll just stick it in the tomb with him.
No one wants to do anything with that. Just put it in
This
tomb.
glowing ball.
That looks like nothing we've ever seen before.
It looks like it is alien technology. Like, stick it in the tomb with him. So that then they know where it is. And you're like, oh no,
That's
that
one of
means
the
the
most
bad guys
unbelievable part
won.
of this.
And they're just going to do it, and then the game's over. So, right, because you lose. You
Well,
lost.
Jeremy Irons comes out in this fucking dope Templar suit, by the way.
Yeah. You gotta look good.
He's like, and now we have the apple will take away free will. And you're like, okay, this seems like a
No,
fun plan.
He didn't say take away free will. He said we're gonna make peace.
He automatically knows how to activate this thing.
He just touched it with his hand.
And like it's just like green shit's coming out of it, but nothing's happening in the scene. It's just like he has a ball with green shit in his hand.
Yeah, and it's like going up in the air, and you're like, is it
Like it's
doing
like,
something?
like one guy's like, oh, my free will is
Like
gone.
nobody did anything. So I'm like, is that
And
just
then he
an
just dies.
effect?
And he's just dead.
It's just an effect. Well, then the assassins come in and they're like, we're gonna infiltrate and we gotta get this out back. So Marion Coulter's character comes up to Cal and he's like, you know what I gotta do? It's like, you can't do it. He's like, I'm gonna do it. She's like, okay.
Okay, bye, man. Also, like, this guy's just like, here's a gun. Like, whatever.
No, you gotta do it with a knife, man.
Well, also, they're
all
all
got weapons.
They were metal
Yeah,
tanks,
they're fast.
but they all have, like, pieces of their little blades, like, on their body. So, like, their belt buckle was a piece of it.
Yeah.
And, like,
How cool. How cool. Moisa had his mouth.
a little knife coming out of his
How
mouth.
cool, man.
Also, like,
wasn't that a cool
Moisa
scene?
can get it, right? Like, that guy can...
It's like, I'll swallow the
yeah,
whole thing.
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Okay, homie.
Also,
I'm like, Omar's coming. More like, I'm coming.
so then they put their blades on these. Everybody else just runs away.
Also, did it look like he didn't actually cut him when he did it?
I didn't see, like, it didn't look like anything.
And then, like, there's no blood in there. I was like, did he miss?
Could they not use blood in this? They
I
PG-13, guys. No blood in this.
I also thought, like, okay, because this happened, like, oh, maybe he, like, blocked it, or, like, he made him think that he did it, and he didn't do it. Like, no, he's just dead. And I was like, oh.
And then they just get the apple back.
And then, like, Marion Coulter was, like, mad about it.
That was the
mad,
most bizarre part of this. Because she was like, I know my dad did something really bad and I don't want this to happen. He's like, you know what I have to do? And she's like, yeah. And then they're like, okay.
And he does it like, why did you do this?
And then she's like, I will spend my life hunting him down. And
and I was like,
okay.
What is this? What is this part of this movie?
I guess you're just trying to make a sequel where she's the bad guy?
It feels like a test out. It's just like, we need to, like, do more with something after this.
Wait, I knew they were trying to make this like a franchise because they want money. But it wasn't good enough for anyone to care about.
That fan casting, who you casting as Connor?
Connor.
He's not native enough. I'm gonna be very
They cast Callum as a Spaniard, so Michael Fassbender. Like, okay. There's a lot of white in that line. a lot of England in there.
Chile, I'm Spanish.
Might have been a little north of Spain.
I'm of the Moorish descent.
A little north of Spain. We're going
Callum.
Callum Lynch. Like, I hate that name. Yeah, they're not using any of those characters. They're going to use, like, you know, somebody from the Baroque era, maybe. It'd be like a mime. Like a court jester. Like,
I think when they're just like, oh, it's
having
just,
wings and leg stockings.
just like the large buildings in Boston, and you're like, in like colonial Boston, you're like,
Hey, you got to run along trees a lot. There's a lot of trees. Hey, we are at the end of this movie, right? They're like,
Yeah.
Oh, he tries to like get up to the helicopter, like
and
jump on it or something at the end.
he does a little rooftop standing first,
And he stands there like,
and then he like goes to the leap of faith, like he just starts putting his arms like he's gonna do the leap of faith, and then cut. That's how artsy this shit is.
he's not jumping on the helicopter. The helicopter's fucking
He's
gone.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I was
leap.
like, is he gonna jump on?
Yeah,
What if he just
going
flew?
on?
Like
Yeah,
he's like
yeah,
a Neo.
yeah,
It's
might
like
as
he's
well.
a Neo in
Might
this
as well.
movie now. So
And then like, come on! And they got some rage going.
if they would have ended it like that, I would have given it a half star more. To be honest.
So it would have been up to a half star.
Oh, it was. This movie was mediocre, but it wasn't the worst movie I've ever watched.
That's the thing. I think that's where you like there isn't
Oh, really?
is that mediocre movies for me are bad. Give me a horrible movie
No.
or a really good movie.
A horror movie is a horrible
Mediocre
movie.
is mediocre and sucks.
This movie
I'd rather
tried
watch a
something.
very bad movie.
This movie tried something and it missed.
Not
It
close.
tried though. It had Jeremy Irons. It had Brendan Gleeson.
It was like
as a minor character.
It was like when you played the Assassin's Creed game and you go to do the leap of faith and you're not even close to the hay bear.
I didn't tell her about that.
Nope.
Like, sometimes
Nope.
you fall right in
Nope.
the head, and sometimes you're like, nope, I'm
Nope.
gonna die now.
Nope. Nope.
I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die.
Okay.
Hit the
Desynchronized.
ground. Hit it in the ground.
Theo used to play that a lot.
Hit it in the ground. Hit it in the ground. Hit it in the ground. Okay, there.
It felt like I was desynchronized by the end of this. You know what I'm saying?
My heart wasn't in it.
I would burn this movie.
I'd burn it too. I don't want to watch. Like, I wouldn't have watched a sequel to this, and I get what. I'm glad they didn't make a sequel.
I wanted this to be worse. Is that weird? Because I knew it was going to be bad, because I only had heard bad things about it, but I wanted it to be worse.
So this was it. Was it
Schlock
Did it
or
meet your
anything, or like-
expectations?
It meant nothing. There's no expectations either way that it met.
Well, you said you thought it was gonna be worse.
I
So-
wanted it to be worse. Not that I
Okay.
thought it was going to
Okay.
be worse. I wanted it to be worse.
This was as good as I thought it would be, which is not great, but I didn't think it would be the worst movie I've
It
ever
was
seen.
boring.
It was boring. That's for sure.
Even the fight scenes were like so hashed.
There's so much.
Up, they use
There's so much shit in it that was unnecessarily dumb and unnecessarily like. I get why they were trying to put these cool action scenes in there. I get it, but it didn't mean anything.
So I think we're coming around to the same part of
It
this.
didn't mean
Where like,
anything.
we're like,
it did. I'm burning this movie too. We're both burning it.
burning it.
It didn't mean anything to me.
Now, was it better or worse than Yoga Hosers?
Much better than Yoga Hoser still. But it was bad. It was a bad movie.
What if there had been Braxis in this movie?
Like, if you like Assassin's Creed, this is a bad movie. And if you don't like Assassin's Creed, it's a bad movie. So,
like Jamie was just like, I don't know. I have no clue what's going on.
like if it's not like a fan service movie. It's like the like your game there, Borderlands. It's like the Borderlands movie where it's not good for
Your
fans.
game.
It's not good. You love Borderlands. It's not good for fans, but it's also not good for not fans. Like there's nothing here for anyone. Like you don't. Nobody gets anything out of this. Nobody comes back going yes. Like at the end of this, it's not.
Why haven't we watched Borderlands yet, by the way?
Maybe it's next one. No, we're doing Roar next.
Aurora?
We gotta find Roar. That comedy.
Jesus Christ. We still have to do Mazes and Monsters too.
Oh man, we gotta make a list or something.
A Tom Hanks movie about the evils of Dungeons and Dragons called Mazes and Monsters. It was made in like the early '80s. And they thought of like the satanic panic of Dungeons and Dragons.
Like we'll fix it by having Tom Hanks do a
It's
movie
like,
about it.
hey, I'm going crazy for Dungeons and Dragons.
That's a really good Tom Hanks impression.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying one.
You have a Tom Hanks one?
Nah, I can't follow that.
Guys, burn this movie.
That's right.
If we had more
I'm
Tom,
Tom Hanks
we would give it 4 times out of 8.
Crikey. There's a little
Thanks for
Australian
stopping
in
by,
there.
though. Stay classy.
Bye bye.